In a small, peaceful village surrounded by soft hills and winding streams, lived a man named Saman, known far and wide for a quality that seemed almost magical, his endless patience. People said he had the kind of calm that could settle a storm just by standing near it. If someone in the village was troubled, they went to Saman. If someone needed advice, they went to Saman. And if someone simply needed someone to listen, they always went to Saman. Saman lived with his wife, Helia, a kind and hardworking woman with a warm heart and a quick mind. But unlike her husband, Helia was, well, a little impatient. She liked things done fast, answers given fast, chores done fast, meals cooked fast, decisions made fast. To her, speed wasn't just convenience, it was a way of life. Every time she rushed, Saman would smile gently and say, Helia, hurry steals the beauty of everything. But she would shake her head and reply, and slowness steals time. Despite their differences, they loved each other dearly. A morning of frustration. One bright morning, Helia woke up in a hurry. She had a long list of tasks to do and even longer thoughts racing in her head. She rushed into the kitchen and saw Saman calmly preparing tea. With her usual urgency, she said, Saman, please hurry. I need the tea. I'm already late. Saman poured the tea slowly, placed the cup in front of her, and said, the day just began. You have more time than you think. Helia took a sip and immediately pulled back. It's too hot. Why didn't you let it cool for a moment? Saman smiled. It will cool. Everything improves when it's given a little time. Helia rolled her eyes so hard that even the sunlight seemed to notice. You and your time. One day, you should try to live at my speed. Maybe then you'll understand. Saman didn't argue. His silence was calm, not stubborn. Saman's gentle plan. Later that morning, Saman approached Helia with an idea. Helia, he said softly, would you like me to teach you something valuable today? Something that could make your days easier from now on. Helia loved learning new things as long as they didn't take too long. Sure. What is it? But please, make it quick. Saman chuckled. It's important, but it won't be quick. Helia sighed. Fine. What do we do? Saman brought out a large bowl of dough and said, today we're baking bread. But with one rule, nothing can be rushed. Helia blinked. Why not? Can't we turn up the heat? Cut the resting time? Do it the fast way. No, Saman said. If we rush, the bread will fail. The slow adventure begins. They mixed the dough. Saman wiped his hands and said, now the dough must rest for 30 minutes. Helia frowned. 30? Can't 10 be enough? If 10 minutes was enough, Saman said gently, every baker would do it. Helia crossed her arms but waited. After 30 minutes, they kneaded the dough again. Now, Saman said, it rests for another 30 minutes. Helia gasped dramatically. Again? Yes, he replied. Good bread takes patience. Life is the same. This time Helia didn't complain out loud at least. When it was finally time to bake, she reached for the flame to increase it, but Saman stopped her. No rushing. Bread needs steady heat. If we force it to cook fast, the outside burns while the inside stays raw. Helia let out a long sigh that seemed to last centuries. The surprise. At last, when the bread was done, Saman pulled it out of the oven. A warm, golden aroma filled the house. Helia tore off a small piece, tasted it, and her eyes instantly widened. Saman, this is amazing. This is the best bread I've ever tasted. Saman nodded. Because you didn't rush it. Helia looked at the bread as if it were a wise old teacher. So, taking time really does make things better? Not everything, Saman replied. But the most important things love, trust, friendship, good work, meaningful changes almost always need patience. For the first time, Helia didn't argue. She simply nodded. A shift in the heart. The next day, when Helia woke up with her usual list of chores, she found herself remembering the warmth of the bread, the smell, the taste, the feeling, and something softened inside her. Whenever she felt the urge to rush, she paused. Whenever she felt impatience rising, she breathed. Whenever she felt the day slipping too quickly, she slowed her steps just a little. She didn't become perfectly patient, but she became kinder to herself. And Saman, who had never demanded change, simply smiled as their home grew even more peaceful. Soon, the villagers began calling their house something special, the quiet house, not because it was silent, but because the peace inside it felt real, warm, and welcoming. Inside that home, Patience had baked not just bread, but a new kind of love.